Blessings, Vaheguru, Satnam. What a blessing, this period. Today I'm going to do chapter 2 of the book, and I'm sure you'll find your ways and means of finding out where chapter 1 is if you have not heard chapter 1 yet. And first of all, as usual, put a smile on your face, lower your shoulders, breathe deeply, because we are here for a spiritually enjoyable time. We want to go in. If you can't go out, go in. Chapter 2 is a shorter chapter, and so I have a little bit of time to say a few other things. First of all, I would like to thank those who have helped me with this book. Sikh Youth Australia, my good friend Dya Singh, and also the late Uncle Harpajan Singh, who passed away about a year ago. They were instrumental in encouraging me and also supporting me in doing this book. I would also like to thank Dr. Channi Pangali. Channi lives in California, and he did some very special editing and also some very helpful hints for this book. And also to my very good friend Veer Manjeet Singh and the late Sardar Sangat Singh of Malaysia for assisting me with the correction of quotes from Gurbani from the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, and others who have inspired me to write this book, my good friend Bhavdeep Singh, Bikki Singh. They have all done a tremendous amount of work. The foreword was done by Dr. Pajan Singh, another dear friend of mine from Singapore, who played a tremendous part in raising the profile of Sikhs in Singapore. In fact, if you do not know, Singapore has an identity card which actually gives you religion as well. So if you're a Sikh, your identity card says you're a Sikh. And the foreword is, well, it's very complimentary of my work. And the tail end, there is a short letter from my daughter. I don't know if what you write in front is a forward, is the one at the back called a backward. Is it called a backward? From my dear daughter Jamil, some home truths there, that I'm a failed businessman, useless in business, yet I was an accountant, so this was about the only thing that I could do right. We had the first chapter earlier, and the first chapter basically says you got to make use of happiness as a base to launch yourself into further success and fulfillment. In other words, you first of all have got to decide that you are happy. You're happy, you're content. And this is what this period, this pandemic is going to teach us as well, to be happy and then decide what you want to do with your life, how you're going to find fulfillment. Vaisakhi is coming up. Enjoy Vaisakhi and use Vaisakhi as a launch pad towards a new life, towards transformation in your life and in the life of your family. So, smile on your face. Let's go into chapter 2. And chapter 2 says, I need to explain. So this is again a little bit of personal insight in my 70 years as someone virtually born in a Sikh Gurdwara to a very revered Brahmgyani who was a very close friend of Sant Baba Son Singh. I think there's a picture of them right on my left shoulder. They were good friends, and Sant Baba Son Singh, any Malaysian Sikh, if you mention his name, he normally bows, because we had a very high regard for Babaji. So, chapter 2, I need to explain. This book was inspired by a chance remark to me by Dr. Deepak Chopra, the self-improvement guru, when I met him during the Michael Jackson History Tour series when they were in Adelaide, South Australia in November 1996. Dr. Chopra was accompanying Michael Jackson on that trip. I happen to be a big fan of Dr. Chopra, not Michael Jackson. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan, but certainly a big fan of Dr. Chopra. He said that all valuable hints and other life fulfillment, contentedness, and happiness were there, waiting to be discovered in the Sikh Sri Guru Granth Sahib. My personal research into this subject started almost immediately, but it has taken all these years to be printed into a book and now to be able to read it. Hence, this book is not a comprehensive foray into Sikh religion, nor a treatment of Sikh philosophy per se. It is for easy reading. I am a great believer in the KISS principle, K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, Sardarji. Sardarji is a proper noun used for a turbaned bearded Sikh, refer glossary. We Sardars are often referred to as the Irish of the East. I look upon my way of life as a Sikh more as a tool for self-improvement rather than a prescription for rituals or dogma. But in the process, some self-discipline is necessary. My discipline is Sikh, yours need not be. It depends on your background or whatever your spirit resonates to. But I am certain we can find some common grounds. The extent of self-discipline is entirely up to you. You decide for yourself. It is, after all, your life. Be the master of your own destiny. This book is an extension of what you might have read so far and or experienced on the road to happiness. This book is about some aspects of happiness which might be new in your quest for success in life and happiness. It might also complement some aspects of this journey which you might already know and are perhaps already practicing, like meditation and visualization. Towards the end of the book, in a supplementary chapter, there are also notes for musicians who wish to understand the methodology of music I was brought up in. Associated with that are notes on voice meditation and vocal exercises to improve your singing, or just improve your voice as a means of raising one's self-confidence and happiness. Non-Sikhs should be able to boast at least a rudimentary understanding and awareness after reading this book about the Sikh way of life. I call the Sikh way of life the best kept secret of this planet. Just because Sikh ideology frowns upon proselytization, which means recruiting others to your own religion, Sikhs have in general shirked their responsibility to spread greater awareness about this amazing, thoroughly modern and evolving way of life. Others, unfortunately, have a cultish mentality and hence not only make it as difficult as possible, but also feel that it is only for the chosen few. I believe that Sikhism has plenty to offer in the quest for world peace and harmony between peoples from different parts of the world and of different religions, faiths, castes, creeds, and ways of life, mainly because we do not proselytize nor hold our way of life as superior to others. We also get on with other faiths, members of other faiths, religions, and life philosophies very amicably. A growing greater awareness about Sikhs, unfortunately, adverse initially, has manifested since 1984 when Indian government forces attacked the Sikh sanctum sanctorum, the Harmandir Sahib, in the Sikh holy city of Amritsar, commonly called the Golden Temple. Sikhs were portrayed as potential terrorists, though the activists and freedom fighters amongst them were fighting for autonomy, which had been promised by Indian leaders when independence was attained in 1947. After that, since 9/11, Sikhs have been mistaken for Islamist terrorists. But over the years since, into this millennium, and especially when a Sikh, Dr. Manmohan Singh, became Prime Minister of India, Sikhs are seen in a more favorable light. The tide has turned. there is a greater interest in Sikhs and Sikh ideology. Sikhs around the world today have achieved great success in many professions. Though Sikhs comprise less than 2% of the population of India, for example, we boast some leading industrialists, research scientists, scholars, soldiers, corporate leaders, businessmen, and even politicians. India has had Sikh chiefs of the armed forces, Sikh heads of important research establishments, Sikh chiefs of research studies, a Sikh president Dya Singh, and of course Dr. Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of India from 2004 to 2014. Over 80% of the Indian political activists against British rule in India in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, either killed or taken as political prisoners, were Sikhs. A testament to their spirit to pursue freedom, justice, and truth. Not bad for a population of about 1.4% of India. From India, Sikhs are some of the most prolific emigrants to other parts of the globe, the Sikh diaspora, due to deteriorating conditions at home, and also the adventurous spirit and spirit of optimism that Sikhi engenders in the individual. The most recent phenomenon is the success of Sikhs in the political arena of Canada, which at the time of writing boasts its first Sikh federal Minister of Defense. There are some amazing positive aspects of our faith or way of life about the pursuit of success and happiness. This success is shared by Sikhs scattered all around the globe. We are the one faith community that does not today have a country of our own. But we live successfully all over the planet. We originate from the northwest corner of the Indian subcontinent, but it is hardly our country anymore. In fact, the very fact that we do not have a country to call our home strengthens our resolve to be successful and contribute positively towards the country we do call home, the country we live in, and generally towards humanity, wherever we live on this planet. Sikhs are therefore the genuine global citizens. I, for one, am a proud Malaysian-born Australian Sikh originating from the northwest corner of the Indian subcontinent. It is something within the positive life philosophy and optimism within our way of life that contributes to this phenomenal material and spiritual success and sense of well-being that I wish to capture and relay in this book. Let me share some of the secrets lying hidden within my general life experience and my Sikh grounding towards your success, fulfillment, and happiness. By the way, you do not have to become a Sikh to achieve that. But I certainly encourage those born to Sikh parents to delve deeper into our way of life and enjoy the fruits of a life within Sikhi. Why deny yourself the full Sikh experience when you're already born in it? I should also point out at the outset that success and happiness are materialistic human aspirations. Normally, they do not spill over into the arena of spirituality. Through my upbringing and experience in Sikh spirituality and with quotations from the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, I shall hope to encourage you to consider your spiritual progress as part and parcel of your pursuit of success and happiness, thereby adding an extra and significant dimension towards your progress in life, notwithstanding what religious or faith or non-religious background you belong to. There will be repetitions of certain terms, concepts through this book and repeated explanations of certain words. I make no apology for this. It is a means of certain words sinking into your psyche and becoming part of a new you, if you wish. Two words you'll become very familiar with are man and mat. I spell the two words with a U. M-U-N, man, and M-U-T-H, mat. They are crucial to your attainment of success and happiness, so pay great attention to them. Unfortunately, they come in the next chapter, so it's not in this chapter, but remember those words. I like to thank the force, divine energy, cosmic intelligence, or any other name you might have for that all-pervading life force within and around us that I call Vaheguru, the wondrous deliverer of light, wisdom, cutting through the darkness of ignorance, the wow factor, that force beyond human comprehension, for the inspiration, encouragement, and permission to write this book. There are other very important acknowledgements elsewhere in this book. Note, please refer to the glossary of Sikh-oriented words used in this book from the outset. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this through. The explanations given with all their limitations are entirely mine and some poached from the writings of my older brother, Principal Gurmukh Singh OBE of UK. For a deeper understanding of these words, I suggest that you also refer to the site called sikhiwiki.org. sikhiwiki.org. I have a tendency of using Singlish turns of phrase, something I coined myself, Singlish, Singlish, Singlish turns of phrase. These are Sikh-orientated words and phrases as I have been writing mainly to and for Sikhs in the last 30 years. I hope that the reader, Sikh or non-Sikh, will understand what I write and how I write. I have a tendency of writing as I speak, so I have had my long-time friend and manager of our music ensemble, Keith Preston, look over the manuscript, and rather than trying to Englishise what I write, we have the glossary mentioned earlier. Spelling of Sikh words in English are also as I see fit. For example, mat is spelled M-A-T or M-A-T-T in other English books on Sikhism. I prefer M-U-T-H, mat, as I feel it is closer to the sound of the word in Punjabi, Gurmukhi, or as I prefer to say, in Sikhi. Instead of treating my way of life as an ism or a religion, I prefer to treat it as a life philosophy, hence Sikh, the adherent, and Sikhi, the life philosophy. So now, most importantly, we come to exercise 2. First, I'll go through exercise 2, and then we'll go back to exercise 1. There's a quotation from Farid, Bhagat Farid, a Muslim Sufi saint, within the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, page 1381. Farida Bureda Palakar Gussa Mananahanda. There's a beautiful melody which comes to mind. Farida Bureda Palakar Gussa Mananahanda. Gussa Mananahanda Bureda Palakare Farida Bureda Palakare. O Farid, answer all evil with goodness. Do not fill your mind with anger. Happiness is compounded if you make someone else happy. Smile at a stranger. If you get a scowl in return, do not be deterred. Smile at someone else until you get a smile returned. Acknowledge with a nod and a smile or a greeting. Again, do not be deterred if you do not get a response. Plenty of sad people around, or just people too busy to be happy or share happiness. You do not want to be one of them. On the other hand, you might strike up an amazing relationship or at least a pleasant conversation. A great many lives have been changed just because someone decided to speak to the person they were sitting next to, in the park, in class, in a bus, on the train, or on a flight. Also, a smile on your face relaxes you, creates a happy aura around you, and helps ease stress and tension. That's the end of chapter 2. We go back to the first exercise again. Put a smile on your face. Turn the sides of your mouth up in a smile. Clear the furrows from your forehead. Drop your shoulders. Be happy about yourself. Be in gratitude for all that you already have, the bounty that you already have. And this exercise is even more important in this amazing transformational time that we are going through. Do not think about the gloom and doom. Think about what a beautiful opportunity of turning your lives around. I'm doing that. It is quite amazing what I'm discovering about myself on a day-to-day basis. Work yourself into a routine. I have got a much more established routine now than I ever have. And so is my family around me. So enjoy these moments. These are wonderful moments. Smile deeply. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in Sat, the beautiful river of truth. Breathe it in. Hold it for a while. And then you breathe out Nam. And under your breath you say, Vaheguru. Vaheguru is an exclamation of gratitude and wonderment. What a beautiful, positive word. Vaheguru. Everything you do, you say Vaheguru with a smile on your face. Thank you very much for this chapter 2 of the book, and hopefully we will do chapter 3 tomorrow. Blessings to everyone. God bless you all. Bye.